YouTube Live.
There's that. Got it.
Copy.
Copy.
Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Tony, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
And Chad. Got to get the and Chad in there. What's going on, guys and gals?
Hump day.
Thank God.
I know, right? Finally, it's friggin' Wednesday. God,
Yeah.
It's been a slow, draggy week.
It's hot.
And it's hotter than 80.
The humidity. Tomorrow's supposed to even be hotter.
No.
I thought it was. I was in Thailand today.
It was like, yeah.
It wasn't Arizona hot where it just like burns.
No, it's the humidity.
Like
It's
the
like
air. It's so heavy.
Or something.
Yeah.
My hair's like.
It's been brutal. The past 2 days. You think this rain we got? Well, you said it's going to make it worse. It's going to be worse tomorrow.
Yeah. Even with the rain, it's not until Saturday. It's supposed to be normal temperatures back in the low 80s for the high. So we just got to get through 2 more days.
As long as the humidity goes down.
Yeah.
The heat don't bother me. It's the dang humidity that sucks.
Same
Yep.
here. Same here.
Mighty. So, Rich, you got your prize you won, did you?
Yeah. I got my prize from Darth, and I haven't tried it yet, but I figured it out. I had to set it up. I had to kind of go back and look at the pictures,
Right.
figure it out. And then I got my Gold Claw production pan today.
Swirl pan.
That thing is huge. Yeah. I don't know why they call it a swirl pan because I don't really see a swirl in it.
Maybe
I
it's
think it's because of like if you look, it's a light blue pan.
uh-huh.
If you look at the bottom does have a little swirl in it. So maybe
must
that's
be.
why they call it
That's
swirl.
probably where it got its name. It's
So you have the big production.
yeah.
This is you could do a 5-gallon bucket, he said, and he posted
Really?
it there on our site. I actually watched the video there a couple times on the site there, and he said he can blow through a 5-gallon bucket in like a minute, 40 seconds or
That's
something.
craziness.
Don't you have to be really strong though to do that?
That's a lot. That's a lot of wet material.
I don't think
Yeah.
I could do that.
That's a lot.
Well, I got to tell you, if you're doing production, you're not the weakest person in the world.
You don't
True.
have to lift it out of the water. That's the thing. You can-
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay. So you
True.
put it in
True.
just
You have it
wait.
on
As long as you have deep enough water.
Yeah. You have
That's
it
the
underwater until you get to a certain point. And then when you get to a certain point, and then you're tilting it up,
Yeah.
But all that weight, you don't have to lift it out of the water.
Right. You just keep it in the water and it's just
See, I really would
I always forget about that.
like to see a good test of this with, put a bunch of gold in it, mix all in a 5-gallon, because it doesn't even have to be classified, right, Rich?
right.
No,
And
got the
see
big rocks and
how
everything.
it does. Put it up there, test it out, because I notice sometimes, depending on the material, no matter how much you shake it in those gold claws, you could still lose a little bit because it just gets trapped in there if you're not going slow enough,
Yeah,
taking your
like
time.
I said, I haven't tried it yet, but that video, by watching his video, I know the little pan that I used before wanted to kind of walk out the sides, but this one doesn't look like it is because it's more deeper and bigger.
Oh.
So I think it's going to trap more of the material inside, instead of walking up around the edges, because they even sealed off the edges. But if you watch the video there, they posted it on the site, that material doesn't even come close to the sides. It pretty much all generates in the middle once you get, a lot of the big heavies out of it. Or the rocks out of it.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'll definitely try it out, but I don't know when I'll be able to try it out. I got to get out dredging.
Right.
Well, you got to get to a creek, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or you just need 5 gallons of material so you could try. See, if you can do 5 gallons in 1 minute, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. You can run your dredge, and take your material out of your dredge and classify it down with that thing.
Right.
Get all the big heavy rocks and stuff out of it and get it down to where you can pan it out. Then I'd rather take that home than a whole 5-gallon bucket of material. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, yeah, that's
So
definitely.
if you
You
can
gotta-
run the material through there and get it down to 2 cups or 3 cups or whatever and call it good and then concentrate on the rest at home. Hey, more time you're out there, more material you can bring home, the better. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you could do that much.
faster, you know what I'm saying?
And if you're just panning,
Yeah.
that's you move
Hey,
on.
if you got a pan of 5-gallon bucket, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
must
know,
hate
there
your
is a
life.
video. There
I
is a
hate
video
to
of them.
say this, but Kathleen, you'd be screwed.
I know. There's no way.
That's
You're a
okay.
very proficient panner and you do very good, but you just take too freaking long.
So
But you're good.
Yeah.
Well, see that.
Has developed
Yeah.
he learned actually from Don his technique when we were in Alaska.
My pappy. Need my pappy.
Don Siegel.
Yeah.
He's one of the
I can
Amra.
do a lot of material, and I feel very confident that I don't lose anything. But
right.
I check myself all the time, and
Oh yeah.
and
You always have to check.
I'm pretty proficient with it.
I
There's
know.
a couple floaters here and there, but
Yeah. When we get down to like our final cleanup sluice or whatever that before we start panning it or tabling it,
Mhm.
we always capture those tailings and rerun stuff again later
Do you
because
still clean up
you're going to
stuff?
have a little bit.
Do
So
you
Ah,
still
give
use
it back to the
window?
gods.
what's that?
I said, give it back to the gold gods.
Shut up. Do you still use the cleanup sluice, Coolio?
Oh yeah, we still got the Coolio cleanup
Yes.
sluice.
I think our mat needs replaced, but
Yeah, the mat's getting warm, but we've
All right,
had
Scott,
that
go ahead.
4 years, 5? Is it 4?
it's
4
still
years.
together.
Yeah, the only thing I've had to do is get new legs put on for it for a stand. That's it.
And
All
maybe
right, sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
say it. Go ahead. Say it one more time, Scott.
Yeah, say it.
What?
Say it again. What you was gonna say? Give it back to the gold gods.
Yeah.
That's what you was saying. Give it back to the gold gods.
Let
Yeah.
it grow.
Let it
Let it grow.
Let it
I
go.
don't
Let it
like
grow.
that because they don't ever grow.
I have to say though, I think I don't know if I mentioned this the last time, but when everybody goes and does their clean out in Alaska, like they have a big pile of sand that everybody is dumping their
It's like your gold cube tailings,
Yeah.
some other, stuff that as you're running everything down.
so the last day we were there, Julie Hamilton and I shoveled buckets and fed them through again, like the gold did the cleanup again, and we found a good amount of gold.
Well, yeah, I think it was 8 buckets and it was over a gram of gold.
But that's what you guys were saying before. And
Yeah.
Scott brought this up last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We just did it to kind of test to see
Right.
if one, there was nothing to
Scott
do.
brought
we
it
were
up
curious.
last time saying, do you spend the time and do that and get a gram or 2 of gold, or do you use that time to go out and
Get
Right.
another half ounce.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh no, Rich, you go out and find another half ounce.
Yeah, that's what you were saying last time,
Yeah. That's the way you got to think of it. But if you got nothing else to do and you can't go back out or whatever, yeah, have some fun. Rerun.
We ran it.
And that's something I would do probably. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, you definitely would do it. I mean,
I'll
you
get-
can't just look at that pile and not want to go through it.
Oh yeah, because we
Oh, it's
found
a huge pile too. It's like
you get some of that gold that either just rolls right off of anything or really super flat and thin,
Yeah.
and it kind of just gets caught
so you
up.
could get some
And we
big
we
pieces.
found like some plus 12s, in that, which those are nice flakes pickers.
The
When I was
figures in
down-
Ohio.
When I was down in Lucky Strike, North Carolina, there years ago, and they have those panning tubs in there, basically, and you're not allowed to do it, but I was scooping my pan down into the bottom and re-panning the material out, and I was getting more gold than I was out of the pile over there.
That's probably why you're not allowed.
Like get one of those little tiny hand dredges or whatever. Like what was the one Ed and Jesse used to use?
Oh, what was that thing called?
Oh,
Gold snare.
Old
gold
snare.
snare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's still
I
around.
was going down the bottom of that thing and filling my pan up, coming up and panning it. And then I'd move 2 steps to the left and scoop down, fill it up, do it. And then I got caught. The guy said, "Hey, you can't do that." So I'm finding more gold in here than I am off of that power over there.
Wonder why you can't do that though.
Because they know.
Because
Yeah, they know you're losing.
they know that's where the gold went to. All these amateurs lost.
They probably do it later before they dump it. So
Oh, I guarantee they run it through cleanups those, right?
I mean,
Oh,
if you can
know they
imagine,
do.
if you can imagine selling bags to somebody and saying, "Oh, you can pan it right over here," when they go over and pan it and they're amateurs, you know they're gonna lose it.
Yeah, right.
So if you get a 40% return on the money that you already put in on it, that's pretty darn good business.
exactly. And that's what they did. They sold you big bags of dirt, and you went over there and you panned it in their trough. Well, of course.
That's funny though.
It's smart.
It is smart.
You got all these families coming up, never panned
Hey.
before. Do.
And just remember, $20 extra, they'll show you how to pan.
Well, actually, in Alaska, they in their cleanup tubs where the pans are. Usually, I will pan into another pan and then double check because just panning fast. But the last day, me and the other guy started just messing around, and people put their tailings in there, and they really don't want you because it gets the water all nasty. So what we did was he was dumping out the water to get fresh water in, but we kept all the dirt that was in there. We found a good bit of gold. I think he found like 2 grams. So
Definitely some losses. Right?
yeah.
And like I say, it's like they say, nothing's 100%, guys.
Nope.
Speaking
Somebody
of,
tells you, "Oh, it catches 100%." Oh, crap.
well, speaking of 100%, Shad.
What's those percentage prices?
Yeah. Man, good Tim. You really tried to get that in there 3 times.
I tried.
Man, you tried. Well, I don't know if anybody's paid attention to the gold prices, since, from the weekend, but they just went down. However, today it bounced back up $25.42, ending up at $1,751.48.
Is it because they passed the infrastructure?
No. That was last night. See, the price yesterday on the 9th, or 2 days ago, got down to $17.29.
Oh, wow. It got way down there.
So it might have been from it, but now it's bouncing back. But even silver went up. It fell, but it's up 21 cents at $23.53. So it's still pretty down there from 27. So buy silver.
Everything went down.
Platinum also went down, but it moved back up $19.75 at $1,023.08. I'm really hoping it gets back to 800 because I'm buying that bar. Palladium. This one, though, decided to stay down, falling an additional $9.53, $2,637.73. So that leads us to rhodium.
Rhodium.
Rhodium has stayed flat at 19,000.
Lunch. It stayed lunch. Dang. Interesting.
I'm telling you.
Right?
I mean, if you think about it, though, rhodium got up to 29,700, I think, or 500.
Right.
Was the all-time high. And now it's hanging back around. The last time, I don't know. It might have peaked out. But I tell you, if it gets to 10,000, under 10,000, I'm going. I'm kidding. I mean, come on.
You got $10,000 just laying around.
Hey, a little bit here, a little bit there. 10 ounces will eventually materialize. Okay? or an ounce.
If you bought that 1 ounce for 10,000 and it turned into 29,000.
I mean, just think
Yeah.
in 2016 it was $650.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, even as late as 2019 July, it was $29.30. You know, in
Man.
January 2020 it was $59.50.
Then it went nuts.
Then it went freaking insane.
And we still don't really know why it went.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I wish I can look back further than well, no, okay, so there's been blips over time where it moved from around $1,000 up to nine grand, and then it dropped literally in just a year from 9,700 to $1,000 in 2009, and there from 2009 to really 2018, it remained pretty flat,
Right.
around $1,000 or less. And then after 2019 hit, it just started going up.
Weird.
Wish I knew why.
Yeah, I have no
COVID.
idea. I wish I could go back because I can only see back to
It's
2015.
COVID related.
COVID.
It could have been.
It's what they use in the COVID juice.
Well, if you think about it, rhodium is not mined as a primary metal. It's usually they get it from their other minerals they're actually going after, and they just process it down and separate it. So you got to think, if all the mining and everything really did get kind of postponed, well, that really dwindled the supply, the existing supply. So, and I think really the two main areas is Russia and South Africa, I think, and that's about it, minus small on and in ones. But
Yeah, but think about how a byproduct got so expensive.
oh yeah,
Yeah, right. Right. How?
and Russians.
Well, they were using it for something. Somebody was.
The Russians.
Electric cars.
Well, you know, we do have two people that just flew into space. Whatever.
Oh, well, there you go then. That's the reason.
You never can tell.
Oh, and we got to do this for Jared here
Okay.
because only the precious metals all went down. Not everything did, as he put it. You know, the Bitcoin,
Right.
Our Bitcoin billionaire.
the Bitcoin billionaire. You know, that's up right. It's actually up at 45,840. It did get up to 46,781 earlier, but
Jeez.
Yeah, they all went kind of
just
crazy.
think though, it stayed in 30 some thousands for a couple weeks.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So,
Can you
boom.
cash it in?
I was
yeah.
going to say, if I had 1,000 Bitcoin, I'd just sell it to somebody.
If I had 1,000.
Oh yeah,
Bitcoin,
if
yeah.
I was sitting on a ton, I would definitely be at least a good chunk of it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt.
I don't know. I mean, it did get up to the 70s,
I think. Or
70 some thousand.
is it 70s or just upper 60s? I can't even
Hey, it's raining.
I mean, technically,
Yay!
Bitcoin is mining.
That's right. That's right.
It is,
And this is what it's about. It's a treasure.
but yeah, those are your precious metal prices for today.
Scott just said it's raining in Arizona, so you guys
Yeah.
are getting the rain you need.
Finally getting my truck washed.
Too bad it'll be dusty in the morning.
Probably. No, it's actually raining pretty big drops and pretty good. So, of course, they said it was coming, but you couldn't see it. You know, they said it was coming yesterday too, but it never happened. But it's doing it now.
It's doing it now, though. Oh, good. You need
So if
it.
there's any interruptions in the internet, you'll know why.
Because
Well-
it rained in Arizona.
Yeah, finally.
Speaking of interruptions, we got some birthdays today.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. So it is August 11th, 811. We have Alan McCary, Brian Bedard, Donald, Eleanor Cowan, John Bevan, Ken Swenson, Mendu Ayu, Norm, Robin Christensen, Rodney Seacrest, Val, South Carolina, Walter Mathwig, and then tomorrow I can see Beth Decker, Footloose, Jason Jones, Jeff Bear, Joel Coughlin, Caleb Latch, Kenneth D. Wilson, and Matt Kunzel.
Well, you know we're gonna want Footloose.
Yeah.
I figured. I heard little snickers there.
Yeah.
How about Norm?
Yeah, Norm.
You want to do good old
Norm.
Norm? Okay.
Yeah. Plain Jane name. He's probably got the awesomest profile ever.
You would think, but he is from the land of Shamrock and Guinness,
Oh,
so he's Ireland.
international.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From Ireland.
And he joined back in March of 2020. So right at
Really?
the outbreak of
Yeah.
the pandemic. But he does stream prospecting, doesn't belong to any clubs, uses a sluice, a pan, a trowel, a pick, and a shovel.
Okay.
So there you go.
Cool.
Welcome, Norm.
Welcome and happy birthday.
And I was going to say,
But first, we have to go look at Footloose. Now, I would want this guy to dance to see, are you worthy of that name?
Of that title, right.
it
But
might be
he's
Footloose and Fancy Free.
he's from Palmyra, Illinois.
Oh,
What type of prospecting, metal detects, and pans belongs to the GPAA. Who referred him to the site? Wife. And 2D about it. There are two, what was that, semicolon, D. I don't know.
How did you find? Told
about it.
it.
Oh, yeah. So the L and the semicolon next to each other. Yep. Told about it.
That's like
From his
Goon
wife.
NASCAR.
That is not the same thing, Scott. All right. Goon this car. All right. Anyways, Footloose, though, joined back in February 2010.
Wow.
Right.
2010. Yeah.
And he's always gone by Footloose because we can see where people have welcome Footloose.
Yeah. And you said he's from Illinois?
Illinois.
Isn't that where Footloose? No, that wasn't Illinois, was it?
No, that was out in
Indiana.
Idaho or something.
Or
Oh,
something.
I thought it was Indiana. Oh,
Well, all right.
somewhere where corn grows.
Right.
Yeah, or it was
That could have been
Montana.
anywhere across the top United States,
I'm sure somebody will know.
Oh, where was that?
The film was shot in Utah County, Utah.
Wow.
But is that where it actually supposedly took place? Was the
Footloose is based on a true story about the small town of Elmore City, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma? That's right.
Sometimes I forget about that one.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
They
Funny
evidently
here, it's
wrote
based on a
corn.
true story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess there was a preacher that was getting a little power hungry back in the day.
Yeah. Do you remember when they wouldn't let you dance at school, Scott?
Dude, no, I don't.
I went to a Christian school and
Yeah.
we were forbidden to dance. In fact,
How to
people got
dance.
suspended for dancing at house parties because someone leaked the pictures.
Yeah,
Which back then you had to develop film. It wasn't like a
Right.
cell phone now.
Like, let me send it to your
Somebody physically developed the photos and brought them into the school.
In my schools, you got forced to dance.
Yeah.
They had annual dances, when you like during the day at school, there's dances they made you get together,
Now the real Footloose story isn't a power-hungry minister, though I'm sure they were the ones to kind of resist and against it. But it was actually against the law because of a forgotten or not forgotten ordinance from the late 1800s that forbade dancing within the city limits.
Yeah.
But they had to embellish it for Hollywood. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
I mean, because that would just be one of those weird laws, right?
Yeah, it would be.
Maybe you should bring up some weird laws today.
Yeah.
Footloose laws?
In Oklahoma.
Let's go to.
And you guys, it's really coming down now.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Good.
Water them plants.
But anyways, those were your birthdays, people.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. Yeah, you have to do shit. Look up some Oklahoma laws. Let's just hear some weird Oklahoma laws. I think we need to on that note.
Do you want to take a break first?
Okay, good idea.
Let's do that. And then it gives them time.
All right. Yeah, that gives them plenty.
Yeah, I got a little something I could read after a bit too. So
All right, cool, Scott.
All right.
We'll be right back then.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
All right, we're back. All right.
Hey.
Did you find a couple, Shad?
Oh, I found a couple of good ones. Yeah. Now, at first, of course, Oklahoma, is there gold there?
Is there?
I think so.
Or is it really small? I'm curious.
Well, isn't Dennis from Oklahoma?
But he's not here tonight.
Oh.
No,
I think there's gold in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's like little gold.
I reckon.
Probably. I'm gonna find
Not
gold.
like within the land down under, where we find nuggets as big as your head, mate.
Well, so we got to keep it mining related. So if you're out prospecting and looking for gold in Oklahoma, you want to be aware of some crazy laws. Okay. First and foremost, whaling is illegal
In Oklahoma.
Again?
because there's so many whales there, right?
You know what's funny? How many states we went through that has whaling is illegal?
I don't know. Maybe it was a
There's a
thing at
couple.
one point.
It might have been in protest, I think. I don't know.
Save the whales.
Look at us. Say, yeah. Anyways, but this one's also important because I've seen people do it, and it's not right at all. But you're not allowed to scare Fido or his friends. So, in other words, you will be fined and or jailed for making ugly faces at dogs.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
I
Why?
don't
You know,
know.
Oh no.
You know what? I find this really funny because there's sometimes what I do, there's some, some people drive with those little ankle biters in their lap. And at a stoplight, I will deadlock that dog in the eye. And just before the green light, I'll make a quick move. That thing will go.
See, you better not do that. Oklahoma.
See,
Just
okay,
start going off
here's
like a
what-
rocket.
I
Guy
don't
drives
see
like,
people with
"What's going
little
on?"
dogs.
here's my theory on how that one came about, right? So there's obviously a prominent person, we'll say maybe a politician or a local official, right? And somebody was walking, it just was like, like that or something, right?
Probably.
And then he was like, "You're going to jail." And he goes, "Oh, I was just making a face at the dog over there."
Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, I know you weren't." I was. It's not against the law. That guy.
I
went
don't
right
think
back
it went
and
down
was
like that.
You can't make ugly faces at dogs.
I don't think so, honey.
I don't know. It kind of sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it's plausible.
It is.
No, I think it's because if you do, they bite you.
Well, it is true.
And it's a safety thing.
Okay.
Moving on to another car.
Moving on to the next one. It's illegal to have tissues in the back of your car.
What?
I'm screwed.
Like how people used to stick things in their rear.
Yeah, you could put a tissue box in your rear, because, why not?
Yeah, why can't
Well, not you can't there.
Maybe because it's going to obstruct your view.
Yeah.
tissue?
Maybe they're concerned with you reaching back trying to get a tissue while you're driving.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. Oh, I need a tissue out of my back window.
Hey, I can believe it. I can totally believe that right there.
That sounds plausible.
Yeah. All right. Now, spitting on the sidewalk is illegal.
As it should be.
It should.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Which I always was told that, and I think it was more to discourage me when I was a little kid from spitting everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like nobody wants to step in your spit, boy.
No, that's,
It's illegal. So I always thought, it's illegal.
Right.
Yeah, you never know.
See?
Now, this next one, I agree with it because it makes sense to me. Taking a bite out of another's hamburger will not be tolerated in Oklahoma. So, Scott, if you feel like taking a bite out of Tim's burger,
You're going to jail,
What
mister.
if they offered it to you?
no, you can't. It's not tolerated.
You're going to
Zero
jail.
tolerance.
Going to jail.
What are you in for? Taking a bite out of Tim's burger.
that's right. I took a
Yeah.
hamburger.
Well, this next one, I have a feeling a lot of women should be locked up and thrown in prison in Oklahoma because females are not allowed to do their own hair unless they are licensed by the state.
I agree because I have tried that and I just end up ruining my hair.
And then you probably get a real bad attitude and you're mean and ornery. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good call.
So this next one would be a problem for Kathleen and I, quite a bit actually. But the mayor must sign a permit for groups of 3 or more dogs to congregate on private property.
Wow.
So what
Wow.
if they don't want to hang out? Are they congregating still?
Maybe it's I'm gonna rationalize these laws. Maybe it's because to prevent people from being backyard breeders or dog fights
Oh,
or puppy mills.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Now this next one, I want you to give me some explanations.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna make something up.
Cars. It specifically says cars must be tethered outside of public buildings.
hey, how do you
Okay.
the car?
This one, this is why they have this law. It was back in the day when the horses
Yeah,
and the cars were kind of both on the street.
Right.
And
They probably didn't have good parking brakes back then.
yeah,
So you had to tether it
because
like
they
a
were
horse.
afraid the car would just drive and run over you.
But here's what's interesting. Fast forward to the future.
Cars will drive.
Now
and
people
run
have
over
to
you.
plug in their cars everywhere and be tethered.
Tethered now.
So
They were thinking of the
they're
future.
thinking of future. Maybe this is a law from the future, but in the past.
Yeah, they got to plug in their crap wagons.
Now, this next one, it's stupid. It's bad hygiene, but don't even think about going to bed with boots on because that's illegal. No boots in the bed.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna make this one up. It's because I don't even know. Like, you're gonna go run away? I don't understand. Is it to keep the guy in,
Well,
around?
I'm going to go on the long range branch and say that was probably a real old one, because back in the harlotry days, they didn't want you jumping in their bed with dirty boots on, and most
it
cowboys
could
didn't
be
have time
that.
to take boots off.
Yeah.
So,
Now this next one, Scott, definitely. When I read it, I thought of you. Don't ask.
thanks,
why.
buddy.
The owner of a bar, a bar, is not allowed to let anyone inside to pretend to have sex with a buffalo. I don't know why I thought of you, but yeah.
Wait.
What? Oh my gosh, that's not what it says.
That's a real law.
Yeah.
How did you get that with me? Because you're the one who buffaloes, buddy. I don't know what to say now.
Oh, I know why they did that. Because you know how like they have like those donkeys.
Tijuana.
I think somebody may have tried that at one point.
Yeah. I've seen this
And
one.
Buffalo, they probably don't like it.
Okay. So, see, this is actually more of explicit part of the law, because it's actually that I found the Oklahoma statute.
Oh, no simulated.
On this, and it deals with nudity, sexual contact, and simulated sexual activity in bars.
Does it say what year?
No, I don't know when it started. So, but yeah,
years. That'd be cool if it told us years.
yeah.
It was last year.
That was last year.
During COVID.
Because like
COVID.
most laws, they amend, add to, and expand upon. So there's a whole section that's relatively, that deals with more of the strip clubs, right? So that's more new. But the bottom part is more of the older about performances of, things. So I'm going to think it definitely goes back at least to the 1920s, but possibly to the late 1800s when people.
I mean, how do you even get the buffalo in the bar?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Was it tethered?
Maybe.
It obviously
That's the
wasn't.
question you had to ask. How did you get the buffalo in the bar? Maybe it was a little buffalo.
Now the wandering buffaloes go to a bar.
Well, maybe it just wandered in.
It wandered.
I won't go there. I was about to say something. I thought really hard. I'm like, that's so inappropriate. I can't say that about my wife. All right. So it's illegal to wear Texas Longhorns apparels in the state of Oklahoma. Okay. This one's more of a joke. You got the Oklahoma Sooners. Always a really talented football team, foosball. But that one makes sense.
All right.
Someone jump around a little bit here. Did you know it's against the law to read a comic book while operating a motor vehicle?
Oh my God! Imagine that.
It's kind of like texting and driving.
Yeah.
Reading and driving. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
Now, this next one confuses me a little bit, but I guess it must have been a thing, but I've never known to do this. I've heard of cow tipping, but one may not promote a horse tripping event.
How do you trip a horse?
How do you want to trip a horse?
Why would you want to?
Why would, yeah.
Yeah, why would you want to? How would you? Because you got 4 legs.
Yeah, it's like a shark. He needs to stand up, and the shark has to swim. Really, you're gonna trip a horse, huh?
Yeah.
You know what they do to broken leg horses?
Yeah, right?
Good Lord.
Well, maybe that's why.
But what lame brain idiot
It's
come up with
vandalism.
that freaking game?
It's vandalism to your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember back in the day, you used to get hung for stealing a horse. Oh, now you're tripping one?
Yeah.
Well,
Ain't that like
speaking
flattening
of-
somebody's tires?
Speaking of this next one, also makes me think of Scott. This one is in the town of Clinton, Oklahoma. Okay,
Uh-huh.
molesting an automobile is illegal.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where
How
they're
do you
getting these
molest
laws. Man, there's some weird stuff happening up in
No.
Oklahoma.
What is going on up
You know what? This all explains Dennis, doesn't it? I mean, come on, doesn't it?
Okay, you might be on.
He's out here to defend
I know.
himself.
All right. Well, in Oklahoma City, and we're going to bring back the hamburgers. There's another one you got to watch out on for. It's illegal to walk backwards in downtown Oklahoma City while eating a hamburger.
What is it with the
I
hamburger?
don't know.
Well, let's see. This is why we really need Dennis here, because he would probably know.
He might
Where
know.
is Dennis?
Come on, put this image in your head. You got Dennis Dayton, hamburger, walking
backwards.
back, eating it. Come on.
Yeah.
Mental image, you see it. I see
Yes, I've
it.
seen it.
I think Dennis was the cause of some of these laws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know he'd have a green Patriot on, so.
So in Tulsa, Oklahoma, you may not open a soda bottle without the supervision of a licensed engineer.
Huh? Oh, come on.
What?
A what bottle?
A soda, pop, Coke, cola.
Pop, as we say on the east.
Yeah.
So is the engineer another word for waiter?
It could be.
That's possible.
So,
I can just see that. Hi, my name's Scott. I'll be your dining engineer tonight.
That's right. Would you like me-
Scott, this is another one for you. I just
Oh,
want to make
thanks.
sure you
Oh,
don't
this
ever
is
do
for
it.
Manny.
Oh, this one's for Manny.
It's for Manny.
Yeah, good point. It's unlawful to put any hypnotized person in a display window.
So Manny he could be hypnotized.
Could
Mhm.
be.
Put them in the front window of a store front. There you go.
Hypnotized.
And like we always say, somebody obviously did it once.
Yeah. Now in Winona, Oklahoma, clothes may not be washed in a bird bath.
Well, why not? What if
I
you-
mean, it makes logical sense to me. I mean, come
but-
on.
like,
It's a
come on.
bucket of water.
Yeah, it's water. It's like, all right. All right.
All right. Well, this one in the town of Shulter, Oklahoma. This is for all the ladies out there. Women may not gamble in the nude, in lingerie, or wearing a towel.
I know why this came about.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Well, because that was probably like, the prostitution, and they would go to saloons and wear a towel. I don't know.
Must have been to the cheap tents, huh?
Right?
Red light district.
Now, the limit on kisses is 3 minutes in Tulsa. That's a long
time.
kiss, man. That sounds like for kids.
Right.
You're doing it wrong. All right. All right. In bromide. All right. This one I really did
That
think
one
of you,
is
Scott.
funny.
Scott, I could totally probably see you doing this when you were a kid.
Uh-oh.
It's illegal for children to use towels as capes and jump from houses pretending to be Superman.
You did that.
Hey,
I actually,
He did
well,
it.
I
we
didn't
did
get-
it. We
no.
used to jump off roofs and outside of windows and everything.
I climbed out of when I was 5 years old of my grandparents' spare bedroom. I was supposed to be taking a nap. Their window, and it was on. It's a 2-story. It was up, and there's no ledge. I don't even know how, but I got out of the window and climbed up on the top, and I was standing there about to jump when a neighbor called. Say, you got a little boy on top of your roof.
Don't know what he's doing, but
Hey, I can also tell you can't jump off a roof with an umbrella.
No,
It doesn't
I
have
tried
the
that.
effect you're looking for.
I tried that one too, Scott. It did not
You
work.
know, I think I did too.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
try
a
from a
roof.
roof, but I did
tried
from
from
the
a
tree.
step.
Oh, you did the step. I did the tree.
steps.
I did a garage roof, flat roof. Yeah,
I was gonna say we went high.
didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Umbrella folded.
Played so much. All right. Well, in the town of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, pigs less than 32 inches in length, right, may be kept as pets, provided there are no more than 2 in a house.
All right.
Yeah, because two is okay, but once you get that extra one, it's
Yeah, that's just too much ham
much.
going on around
I
there.
don't know if anybody's ever been to a swine farm, but man, there is no way I would have one in my house.
Much less
Okay.
2 or 3.
It's a freaking solid pooping machine, dude. That's all it does. Oink, oink, everywhere you want to. Oink, oink.
Thank you, Scott. Now, all right, this one kind of goes back to, you remember how cars must be tethered to public out front of public buildings, right?
Yeah.
In Yukon, Oklahoma, it is illegal to tie a horse in front of City Hall.
Huh.
Can you let them wander around, I guess?
I guess so. Yeah.
You have
No,
to tie 'em up
I
somewhere
think that
else.
was made up because of the manure, probably manure laws that went through that town as well.
Yeah, probably.
Because at the courthouse, that's where people, dignitaries, that they got a car and you're still riding up on a horse because you're a punk and you got caught for doing something stupid. But no, we don't want your horse crapping in the front of the courthouse. That's probably what that was about.
Probably.
that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
in Tulsa, remember, elephants are not to be taken into the downtown area. So leave your
And the
elephants.
buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, there must have been one circus jockey with an elephant dragging down through town. Come on out and see us.
The circus.
Well, that's when they used to do the circus. They'd go through town and tell everybody, hey, we're having a circus out here tonight. Come out and see us. $2 a ticket or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Stuff they don't do anymore.
I want to read you. These next ones are all for Oklahoma City. Okay, we'll go through them pretty quick. It's illegal to own a stink bomb.
Oh, sorry.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah, no person shall sell or offer for sale either as
It's
an
like
individual or
firecrackers,
officer,
right?
member, agent, servant, or employee of any firm, partnership, association, corporation, nor shall any person possess within the city limits a novelty item commonly known as a stink bomb.
Stink bomb.
All right, now this next one, things must really get rowdy. One may not tip over a casket at a funeral.
You know what that was from?
It's a cow.
No,
I
that was
really did.
that was disgruntled family members, if you know what I'm saying.
But they had to make a law on it. It must have happened a lot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, if you read the statute a little bit more, it's in disturbing funerals in generally that you shouldn't willfully disrupt, interrupt, or disquiet any assemblage of people who have met for the purpose of any funeral, or obstruct or detain any persons engaged in carrying or accompanying any dead body of a human being to a place of burial.
Right. Which
Well, that
makes
makes sense.
sense.
So,
But you know
now-
what? You got to be a pretty low life to do anything at somebody's funeral. I mean, come on. I don't care how mad you are.
Right.
That's just, come on.
Now, while it's legal to serve alcohol in a pool hall, all intoxicated persons must leave the premises.
Yeah.
Also, Oklahoma City, the mayor may not go on strike.
No, he shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah, you got to be there and do your job.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one confuses me. Persons may not play catch on any city street.
I can see that.
I can't.
Well, I mean, we used to do it as a kid too, but we had to watch for the road, But there's some people that come flying down a road And if your kids are out there playing catch, they come around a corner or a cul-de-sac, anything like that. That's chancy.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Well, this next one, I don't know. Bartsville, Oklahoma. It's illegal to cause annoying vibrations in the city limits.
Remember when we had the big bass?
No.
When they had the big speakers in the back of the cars and stuff? I'll bet you that's what that is.
Vibration, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'll shake stuff off your wall. Somebody drive by 2 or 3 times a day.
Boom, 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 boom.
Or if you want to listen to the license plates rattle.
Or wiggy, 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 wiggy.
Any more, Chad?
I'm sorry I had to jump up. The dog was digging in the garbage.
Yeah.
She comes out with this bag and she's just looking at me like, oh, you caught me.
So this law actually was repealed in 2006, but up until when it was created to 2006, tattoos were banned in the entire state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
Really?
What year?
That 2006 when it was finally repealed.
Oh,
Only 2006. Wow.
That ain't very long ago for tattoos.
no, it isn't.
The fact that it stayed on there that long.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, fish may not be contained in fish bowls while on a public bus.
Oh no.
So, because it would break.
I was going to say, Kathleen, somebody dropped one. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're killing the fish!" I was trying to take my fish on a walk, lady. Leave me alone.
It's illegal to have the hind legs of a farm animal in your boots.
Oh,
You made that one up, didn't you?
it's right there on the. Oh,
again?
It is illegal.
I'm not even gonna say why that.
It is illegal to have the hind legs of farm animals in your boots.
You remember the old joke, don't you?
Oh yeah, we all do.
We should probably move on.
I'm going to say that's pretty sad.
Moving on.
I'm going to zip through these next ones. Speaking loudly in church, you would be fined. That was back in 1910 when that one.
Wow.
Also in 1910, cursing was illegal.
Ah, okay.
And well, here's what's funny. You would actually be fined $1 per curse word.
Wow.
The swear jar. Oh my God.
It was a 20th century version of the curse jar.
Don't even think about buying a car on Sunday.
Yeah, it's illegal to buy a car in 1959. You were not allowed to sell, trade, or barter a car on Sundays.
Crazy.
Also, touching someone else's glasses was illegal.
Huh.
You could get $1,000 fine and jail time.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's the guy's eyes. I mean,
I think that was the American with Disabilities Act back then.
Could have been, yeah. Jeez.
Wow. It was actually illegal to eavesdrop on people.
well, I think that's still illegal.
Spying, yeah, you can't just spy on people.
They call that window peeping where I come from.
Oh, now listen. Publishing a lie in the newspaper is a criminal offense.
Well, somebody's in
Fake
trouble.
news. No fake news.
We wouldn't have a news forecasters.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But those are some weird laws. There's actually even more, but we'd be here all night talking about the weird laws of Oklahoma.
Well, by the way, there is gold in Oklahoma. It's very small, small dust flakes.
So,
Not very much gold, but there is close to Arkansas border and.
oh, okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right. Cool. And Scott, you said you had something to read?
Oh, I guess, but it ain't as good as those laws. I'm just telling you that.
Have at her, buddy.
Yeah. It's like, how do you follow that, right?
I know, right? But anyway, I got something from the old sciencing channel tonight again, and it's called Gold Refining Techniques. Now, it's not a very long one, but it's stuff that I haven't heard before. I mean, one of them is. Anyway, it says gold refining or parting is used to separate gold from the impurities and other metals such as silver, gold and silver, which are often found extracted from the same ores, are chemically similar, making them difficult to separate before the advent of process to separate silver and gold. A gold and silver alloy called electrum. Now, see, there's something I haven't heard of, but says it's called electrum is frequently used.
Electrum.
Yeah, it's called electrum.
Okay.
And it's a technological advance, or technological advances have yielded improved techniques for gold or refining gold. Removing as many impurities as possible from gold adds to its value, both in its raw form and in fine jewelry, which we all know if you get 24 karat gold jewelry, you're just going to bend it and it ain't going to be worth a crap. But anyway, the second thing is called the Miller process. But you know what I'm saying? 24 karat gold jewelry is just, it's crazy.
That's not why we're laughing.
Right.
But go on.
Yeah, just continue on.
I missed it. I totally missed it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Go on, Scott.
Oh, okay.
I was
Anyway,
listening.
the Miller process is used to refine gold on an industrial scale. The Miller process, invented by Francis Boyer Miller, is capable of refining gold to 99.95% purity.
All right.
This technique includes passing chlorine gas through melted unrefined gold, causing silver and other base metals to turn solid and float to the top from where they are skimmed off. So I guess it puts them into slag.
Okay.
The results. What's that?
No, really, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't think they would like. Hell, I mean, I know they would get. I thought they like silver would be like in the middle somewhere. I didn't think it would be floating, but maybe it is. Anyway, it says the result is 98% pure gold, which is then electronically refined to remove platinum and palladium.
Wow.
Really?
You notice they didn't throw that silver in there.
That's
They're like,
interesting.
they're like, that's $27 an ounce. Get rid of that.
25.
Right.
Maybe it's not a matter of the silver floating, but the gold sinking because it's heavy.
Well, that's true too.
That's what I would think.
Well, it causes the chlorine gas causes it to solidify or go solid.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, and then this one here is another process I haven't heard of. It's called the Wohlwill process. It's WOHLWILL, Wohlwill. Anyway, it says another large-scale gold refining technique. The Wohlwill process refines gold to 99.999 purity. That's almost one of that 100% thing, you guys. I don't know about that, but this is the news on it. It says the highest purity possible, developed by Emil Wilhol in 1987. Wow, that's not that long ago.
No, that ain't that long ago.
Yeah, it says this electrochemical
To
process.
Shad, it's a long time ago.
That's like over 30 years ago.
That's not that long.
Wow.
But anyway, it says
how old you were, Gabe, and B?
No. Never mind. Go on.
this electrochemical process uses a 95% gold bar as an anode, 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 and small sheets of 24 karat gold as the cathode. A current is passed through the system, which uses chloridic, or how do you say that? Chloric. CHLOROAURIC. Chloric.
Caloric.
Yeah, chloric acid. I've never heard of that acid, but
Yeah.
As an electrolyte. And it says the pure gold collects to the cathode, which is then melted down or processed. Which that's pretty cool, because if you got gold attracting itself to gold, melting it down is not going to be very hard.
Right.
That's a wheel hole process. Never heard of that one, but man, you got to be. I bet you that's got to be one big company.
Oh, probably.
Well, I mean, to use gold to get gold.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another one. It's either cupulation or cupulation. I don't know the difference. Wait. Well, it does have an E, so cupulation. Anyway, a process that has been around since at least the early Bronze Age. Cupulation.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, somebody out here probably is. If they're a history buff and gold, they'll probably know what I'm talking about. But
Right.
or cupulation, maybe that's what it is. Anyway, involves treating ores under high temperatures to separate noble metals such as gold and silver from the base metals. Base metals such as copper, zinc, and lead will oxidize, whereas noble metals do not. Cupulation involves melting ore at temperatures in excess of 960 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the base metals oxidize, where silver and gold remain on top of the mixture. So,
On top.
that's what it
gold
says.
too? Huh.
It says silver and gold remain on top of the mixture. So I guess you'd say that's almost like smelting, but something's different. To turn it upside down, you get the gold, and silver would be like your slag, I guess.
Right.
And what the hell is it? Sorry, guys, my dog's burning through the yard right here, running through the mud and everything else, and
Rango.
somebody thinks it's funny over here, but anyway, she gets to watch him.
Oh, Rango. I want to see Rango.
He's out loving the rain right now. There ain't no way getting him back up here. But anyway, there's the last the last method is do it yourself.
Yeah.
That is, it is possible to refine gold without the use of large scale and expensive chemical procedures. The process involves first adding nitric acid to the gold, then adding hydrochloric acid or muriatic acid after. Allowing this mixture to sit, and it is filtered to remove the contaminants, then treated to neutralize the acids in the solution. The results will be what looks like mud at the bottom of the container. This mud is actually gold. Rinse the muddy chunks 3 or 4 times with water, and then treat with aqueous ammonia. What it looks like, aqueous ammonia. And after it says after white vapors form, rinse the gold again with water and allow it to dry. And there was a video I did a long time ago. It didn't turn out quite the way me and Jimbo wanted it to. But Jimbo, we tried to do that with some gold of ours, and the video just took too long. It wasn't what I wanted and stuff like that. So I posted it for a little while, but it just didn't get very many views. Like I said, it went too long, and then nobody got to see the gold at the end. So, but I think that's pretty much how Jimbo is doing it, except for we rinsed it like through a coffee filter, I believe, or something at the end.
Right.
And then it gave me back all the raw stuff to refine. But I mean, I'm not a chemical guy. I mean, I don't mind chemicals. I mean, I know some chemicals do some things like that, but man, when you start getting into acids and stuff, I'm like, I don't know.
I definitely, I'm with you, Scott. I think it's something that you need to do with somebody who knows to learn it effectively. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, one sniff of the wrong thing and bye.
Yep.
It's that easy, folks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you don't know it, don't mess with it.
Yeah, and it ain't like you're going to get sick and go by. It's just you're going to do it right there.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, like I said, messing with acids, Tim, man, anything can happen. Things can happen. Dump it on yourself. Something happens and blows it up in your face. It's just
Yeah, don't mess.
Yeah.
I want to learn. I think
I'd like to learn. Yeah, but I don't want to.
I mean, if you learned it and you were cautious about what you're doing, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But for me going, I seen this done on YouTube. Let's pour some acid in here.
Yeah.
Well, that's also my question though. With all the the acids and different solutions you need. You know, from what I've been told, just like if you're trying to get the gold out of like electronics,
Right.
you need a heck of a lot of pieces of electronics to make it worthwhile money wise because of the cost of all the acids.
Right.
Right.
So I'm just curious.
And the risk.
Well, see, right now I got a
Yeah,
bag with about
fine.
150 or 160 phones stored up in it. I got all the gold out of these phones. And it's a big freezer bag. And then I got some computer, what do you call those long strips that's got gold on it?
Mm-hmm.
PCUs, or I don't know what the heck they call them, but I've got probably about 12 to 20 of those. And I'm just going to put it in a thing and burn it.
Burn it.
Yeah, the gold will go down the bottom. All you got to do is break off the char on top.
Huh.
I don't know. Let me know.
I don't know. The way I've seen people doing it's always been with chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, if you put it out and you get a hot enough fire, you put that in there, plastic and everything else is going to melt and come to the top as crap. And then when it hardens, you're going to have a gold bottom. All you got to do is hit it with a hammer, and the metal will break apart from the plastic.
I don't know. I think there's a little more to it than that. Yeah.
But interesting.
Well, I'll show you the nugget when I get her done.
Get her done.
Heck yeah. No, it's interesting.
Very interesting.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you.
Hey, you're much welcome.
Thank you, Science Journal or Science Channel.
That's pretty cool.
This info.
There's a
And-
lot of stuff on that channel, man. Just not about gold. There's a lot of stuff. Like I look through a lot of stuff because I'm an information junkie. And man, that channel's got a lot of stuff. You're like, wow, I didn't even figure that.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Shad, Kathleen, thanks for being here. Rich, thank you for being here. And Scott, thank you for being here. And until Sunday, we're out of here. Have a good week.
Hey, everybody.
Good night, gold diggers.
Gold
See ya.
diggers.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectors.com.